What's up, Primefield Nation? Today we're diving deep into one of the most talked about transfers in college basketball, Tre Holloman's shocking departure from Michigan State. This co-captain's decision to enter the transfer portal has left Spartan fans stunned and analysts speculating. Is this just another sign of the changing landscape in college sports, or is there more to the story? Let's break it all down. Let's start with the moment that might have been the final straw. Holloman's last game in a Spartan uniform. In that Elite Eight matchup against Auburn, Holloman put up a performance he'd rather forget, going 0 for 10 from the field. 0 for 10. You can imagine the pressure and the emotional weight of coming up short in such a crucial moment. For many players, that kind of experience becomes motivation to return stronger next season. For others, it becomes the catalyst for change. But was this really the breaking point, or just the final chapter of a decision that was months in the making? The evidence suggests something much more calculated than an emotional reaction to one bad game. College basketball isn't just about school spirit anymore. It's big business. Sources close to the program indicate that Holloman had been quietly exploring options for several months before announcing his transfer. This is where things get interesting. In today's NIL era, players like Holloman can command significant financial packages. We're talking potential six-figure deals that would have been impossible just a few years ago. Just consider these numbers. Top basketball transfers are securing NIL deals worth $500,000 plus. Some programs have collective budgets exceeding $10 million. A starting point guard with Holloman's experience can be worth $250,000 to $400,000 annually. The question becomes not just where Holloman wants to play, but where he can maximize his earning potential during his remaining eligibility. What makes this transfer particularly notable is Holloman's status within the program. As a co-captain, he wasn't just any player, he was expected to be a leader for the Spartans next season. This raises some compelling questions. Was Holloman unsatisfied with his role despite his leadership position? Did he receive assurances of a more prominent role elsewhere? How much did financial considerations outweigh team loyalty? For Michigan State fans, this stings, particularly because Holloman was positioned to be the guy next season. Now that opportunity goes elsewhere, and the Spartans are left scrambling. Let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture. Holloman's transfer isn't happening in isolation. It's part of a seismic shift in college athletics driven by NIL opportunities and transfer flexibility. College basketball has essentially become free agency without salary caps. Players are making business decisions, and programs are actively recruiting athletes from other schools, sometimes even during the season. This creates a dynamic where players have unprecedented leverage. Traditional program loyalty is being tested. Coaches must adapt or get left behind. Mid-season recruiting happens behind the scenes. What we're witnessing isn't just Holloman making a decision. It's the new normal of college basketball playing out in real time. So where does this leave the Spartans? Tom Izzo now faces significant challenges heading into next season. The guard position suddenly looks thin. Jeremy Fears Jr. will likely take on increased responsibility, but the team needs more. If Jace Richardson opts for the NBA, the backcourt situation becomes even more dire. This could force Izzo to do something he's historically resisted: dive headfirst into the transfer portal himself. Michigan State might need to adopt the "if you can't beat 'em, join 'em" mentality when it comes to transfers and NIL deals. The irony? Holloman's departure might ultimately push Michigan State to become more aggressive in the very practices that likely led to losing him. Tre Holloman's transfer represents more than just one player changing schools. It's symbolic of college basketball's new reality. Players are empowered, loyalty is being redefined, and programs must adapt. For Michigan State and Tom Izzo, this presents both challenge and opportunity. Can they evolve while maintaining the culture that's made